गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स। टॉपिक शुरू करने से पहले कुछ बातों को जानना बहुत ज़रूरी है। अभी तक आप घर पे ही थे। अब जैसे जैसे स्कूल खुलेगा आपको और ज़्यादा सजग और सचेत रहने की आवश्यकता है। कोविड-19 से बचाव के लिए आपको आवश्यक है कि कुछ नियमों को अपने जीवन में अपना लें। इसके लिए आपको मानसिक एवं शारीरिक रूप से सुदृढ़ होना पड़ेगा। बस थोड़ी सी सजगता आपको कोविड-19 से बचाए रखेगी। सबसे आवश्यक है मास्क का पहनना। जब भी आप घर से बाहर निकले तो मास्क पहनकर ही निकलें। किसी भी व्यक्ति के संपर्क में आए तो 6 फीट की दूरी बनाकर रखें। अनावश्यक वस्तुओं को हाथ न लगाएं और नियमित रूप से हाथ को साबुन से 20 सेकंड तक अच्छे से धोएं। आँख, कान, नाक और मुंह को अननेसेसरली हाथ न लगाएं और जब भी आवश्यक हो हाथ धोकर ही छुएं। सोशल कांटेक्ट से दूर रहें। जीवन में स्वच्छता को अपनाएं। हमारी यह छोटी सी कोशिश है कि आप जीवन में इन बातों को जितनी जल्दी हो सके ग्रहण करें। सो बिगिन विद अ न्यू टॉपिक, अ न्यू कंसेप्ट ऑफ ह्यूमन बीइंग. So one of the features of humanist culture was the slackening of the, you can see, control of religion over human. तो अगर हम मानवतावाद, ह्यूमनिस्ट कल्चर, मानवतावादी संस्कृति की बात करते हैं तो इसकी जो सबसे महत्वपूर्ण विशेषता है, मानव जीवन पर जो धर्म का जो नियंत्रण था वो अब कमज़ोर पड़ने लगा था. So the Italians, they were strongly attracted to material, wealth, power and glory, but they were not necessarily irreligious. Here you can see Francesco, a humanist from Venice, who wrote a pamphlet defending acquisitions of wealth as virtue. And Lorenzo Valla, he criticized the Christian injunctions here you can see against the pleasure, or their legal or official order which were given against the pleasure. So he criticized it. So during the time the people were more concerned toward the practice of good manner, how one could speak politely and dress correctly, what skill a cultured man or a learned man should know. So humanism, it also implied for the individual, for instead of running for money and power, they are capable to choose other means to shape their life. This ideal was closely tied with the belief that human nature was many-sided, which went against the separate order that feudal society believed in. तो मानवतावाद का यह अर्थ है कि व्यक्ति शक्ति या पावर और धन की खोज के अलावा अन्य माध्यम से अपने जीवन को आकार देने में सक्षम है. यह आदर्श इस विश्वास के साथ से निकटता से जुड़ा था कि मानव का जो नेचर है वो उसके कई पक्ष हैं. जो समाज के आप देखते हैं 3 सामाजिक वर्ग में विश्वास करने वाले सामंती व्यवस्था के खिलाफ था. So here you can see an article Niccolo Machiavelli, he wrote about human nature in the 15th chapter of his book The Prince in 1513. So leaving aside imaginary things and referring only to those which truly exist, I say that whenever men are discussed, especially princes or prince who were most exposed to view, they are noted for various qualities which earn them praise or condemnations. Some, for example, are held to be generous and other misery. Some are held to be benefactors and other are called grasping. Some cruel, some compassionate, one man faithless, one another is faithful. One man you can see effeminate and other cowardly, another fierce and courageous. One man courteous and another you can see proud. One man lascivious, another pure. One guideless, another crafty. One stubborn, another flexible. One grave, another frivolous. One religious, another skeptical, and so forth. सो निकोलो मैकियावेली ने मनुष्य के स्वभाव के बारे में लिखा है। काल्पनिक बातों को यदि हम अलग करके देखें और यदि उन विषयों के बारे में सोचें जो वास्तव में हैं। जब भी मनुष्य के बारे में चर्चा होती है, विशेषकर राजकुमारों के बारे में जो जनता की नज़रों में ही रहते हैं, तो इनमें अनेक गुण देखे जाते हैं जिनके कारण उनकी प्रशंसा के वो योग्य बनते हैं या फिर वो निंदा के योग्य बनते हैं। अगर हम उदाहरण देखना चाहें तो कुछ को दानी माना जाता है, अन्य को कंजूस, कुछ को हितैषी माना जाता है, अन्य को लोभी माना जाता है, कुछ निर्दयी हैं, कुछ दयालु। एक व्यक्ति अविश्वसनीय है तो दूसरा विश्वसनीय है। एक व्यक्ति आप देखते हैं पुरुष विहीन और कायर है तो दूसरा क्या है, खूंखार और साहसी है। एक शिष्ट है, दूसरा घमंडी। एक कामुक है, दूसरा पवित्र है। एक निष्कपट है तो दूसरा क्या है, चालाक अड़ियल। दूसरा एक गंभीर है तो दूसरा क्या है, गंभीर नहीं है। एक आप देखते हैं धार्मिक है तो दूसरा संदेही। तो मैकियावेली यह मानते थे कि सभी मनुष्य बुरे हैं और वह अपने दुष्स्वभाव को शो करने में सदैव आगे रहते हैं, क्योंकि कुछ हद तक मनुष्य की जो इच्छाएं हैं वो पूरी नहीं होती है। ठीक है, मैकियावेली ने देखा है कि इसके पीछे इसका प्रमुख कारण है कि मनुष्य अपने समस्त कार्यों में अपना स्वार्थ देखते हैं। द एस्पिरेशंस ऑफ वुमेन। So the new ideal of individuality and citizenship, it excluded women. Men from aristocratic families, they dominated public life and were the decision makers in their family also. They educated their son to take their place in the family business or in public life. So here you can see women. Dowries were invested in family businesses. Women generally had no say in how their husband should run the business. Often marriages were intended to strengthen the business alliance. If an adequate dowry, it is not arranged, the daughter was sent to convent to live the life of a nun. Obviously, the public role of women was limited and they were looked upon as a keeper of the household. So the positions of women in the families of the merchants, somehow it was different from the aristocrats. In families of merchants and bankers, wives looked after the business when the male members were away on work. The early death of a merchant, it compelled his widow to perform a larger public role than that was in the case of aristocratic families. You can see a few women were intellectually very creative and sensitive about the importance of humanist education. So here come a very important lady, Cassandra Fedley. She wrote, "Education will neither give any reward nor give assurance of respect to women. Even though the women aspire of all types of study and embrace these studies." She was one of the handful of women who questioned the idea that women were incapable of achieving the quality of the humanist scholars. Fadley was known for her proficiency in Greek and Latin and was invited to give speeches at the University of Padua. Fadley writing that bring focus that on that age the people were giving importance to education. She was one of many Venetian women writer who criticized the Republic for creating a highly limited definition of freedom that favored the desire of the men over those of the women. Another remarkable woman was the Marchesa di Este. She ruled the state while her husband was absent, and the court of the Mantua, a small state, was famed or popular for the intellectual brilliance. So this woman writing, it's revealed their very strong belief that they should have economic power, prosperity, and you can see property and education to achieve an identity in a world that was dominated by the men. So here comes an article, Balthasar Castiglione author and diplomat who wrote in his book The Courtier, I hold that a woman could in no way resemble a man, as you can see, that regard her way, manners, words, gesture, and bearing. The man should display a certain, you can see, robust, a strong and healthy personality, a sturdy manliness. So it well for women to have a certain soft and delicate tenderness with an air of feminine sweetness in her every movement, which is her going and staying and whatsoever. You can see does always make her appear a woman without any resemblance to a man. So if this percept or the concept be added to the rules that these gentlemen have taught the courtier, then I think she ought to be able to make use of many of them and adorn herself with the finest accomplishment. तो मस्तिष्क के कुछ गुण हैं जो महिलाओं के लिए उतने ही आवश्यक हैं जितने कि पुरुष के लिए, जैसे कि अच्छे कुल का होना, दिखावे का परित्याग करना, सहज रूप से शालीन होना, आचरणवान, चतुर, बुद्धिमान होना, गर्वी, ईर्ष्यालु, कटु, उद्दंड न होना, जिससे महिलाएं उन क्रीड़ाओं को ठीक है ग्रेसफुली परफॉर्म कर सके, शिष्टता और मनोरता के साथ क्या कर सके, संपन्न कर सके, जो उनके लिए, जो महिलाओं के लिए उपयुक्त है, सुटेबल फॉर वुमेन. सो हियर वी सॉ द conditions of women and their desire, which was kept by a very important woman of that time, as Fedley, Marchesa and Balthazar kept their view.